Every band chases that perfect album, the one that defines a career. But in the music industry, one wrong creative decision, one disastrous production choice, or one ill-timed release could undo years of success overnight. These are 10 bands whose careers were ruined by a single bad album. Number 10. Milli Vanilli. On November 19, 1990, the Recording Academy did something unprecedented. They revoked a Grammy Award. The duo behind Girl You Know It's True had sold around 14 million copies worldwide and reached the top 5 in over 20 countries. Then producer Frank Farian admitted the truth on November 14th. Rob Pilatus and Fab Morvan never sang a single note on their debut. The fallout was immediate and merciless. Arista Records dropped them within days. Radio stations refused airplay. Concert venues canceled bookings. The pair attempted a comeback album in 1993, but it sold barely 2,000 copies. Rob Pilatus struggled with addiction for years, dying in 1998 at just 32. One fraudulent album destroyed everything they had built. Yes, you know it's true. Number 9. The Bee Gees. Over 40 million copies sold. The Saturday Night Fever soundtrack dominated 1978 like few albums ever had. The Gibb brothers owned the airwaves with 6 consecutive #1 singles. Disco was king, and they wore the crown. Then the backlash arrived with frightening speed. By 1979, rock fans were burning disco records in baseball stadiums. Their 1981 album Living Eyes crashed to number 41 on Billboard, failing to achieve gold certification. Radio programmers actively rejected their submissions. The brothers spent most of the 1980s writing hits for other artists, their own names too toxic for mainstream play. Barbra Streisand and Diana Ross charted with Gibb compositions while the brothers themselves remained in commercial exile. Number 8. The Village People. Producer Alan Carr poured $20 million into what he believed would be the next Grease. The 1980 film Can't Stop the Music starred the Village People at the height of their fame, fresh off global smashes YMCA, and In the Navy. The movie seemed like a guaranteed success. It was anything but. The film grossed barely $2 million domestically. Critics savaged it mercilessly. The failure was so spectacular, it directly inspired the creation of the Golden Raspberry Awards. The soundtrack album stalled commercially. The group never achieved another top 40 hit afterward. What began as Disco Celebration became its most embarrassing tombstone, and the Village People became a nostalgia act overnight. No man does it all by himself. Number 7. Sly and the Family Stone. Pretty face, a pretty face, and oh, what a God. In 1969, no band in America sounded quite like them. Stand. sold over 3 million copies, and redefined what integrated rock and soul could achieve. Sly Stone was a genius, blending psychedelia, funk, and social commentary into something revolutionary. Woodstock cemented their legend. But drug abuse was already fracturing the band's chemistry. Small Talk arrived in 1974. Peaking at number 15, a devastating drop from previous chart-topping releases. Critics noted Sly's audible disengagement throughout the recording. Members departed amid financial disputes. Concert promoters stopped booking them after too many no-shows. The band that electrified Woodstock simply dissolved. Sly's influence echoed through Prince and Rick James, but his own career never recovered. Number 6. Wings. 5 number-1 albums, 6 number-1 singles. Paul McCartney had proven life existed after the Beatles, building Wings into a legitimate arena-filling powerhouse. Band on the Run went triple platinum. For millions of fans, Wings had become just as essential as McCartney's former band. Then, Back to the Egg arrived in 1979. In a village in old Sandal, every lady who lost her way. Critics savaged it as unfocused and overproduced. Despite charting respectably, the creative momentum vanished. Months later, Japanese customs arrested McCartney for marijuana possession, canceling an entire tour. The combined disasters shattered band morale completely. Wings officially disbanded in 1981. McCartney never attempted another permanent band again. Before we continue, which album from your favorite band disappointed you the most? We all have that one record we pretend doesn't exist. Drop a comment and let us know where you're watching from today. Number 5. Starship. Before the synthesizers took over, they were Jefferson Airplane, pioneers of San Francisco psychedelic rock. Grace Slick's voice defined a generation on White Rabbit and Somebody to Love. The evolution to Jefferson's Starship maintained credibility. Then came the transformation into simply Starship, and the compromises began. We Built This City hit number 1 in 1985. But critics and rock purists despised it. Rolling Stone later named it the worst song of the 1980s. Their 1989 album, Love Among the Cannibals, attempted a harder rock direction that satisfied neither old fans nor new audiences. The album barely registered on charts. A band that once represented countercultural revolution ended as a cautionary tale about losing artistic identity. Number 4. Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Throughout the 1970s, they were progressive rock royalty. Brain Salad Surgery showcased technical brilliance that few could match. Keith Emerson's keyboards, Greg Lake's vocals, and Carl Palmer's drumming created symphonic rock masterpieces. They headlined arenas worldwide and sold millions. Then came the Bahamas sessions that produced Love Beach in 1978.
You have sent your last SOS.
The album cover featured the trio in open shirts on a tropical beach. The music abandoned progressive complexity for soft rock simplicity.
Now I've got a different plan for you.
Keith Emerson later called it an embarrassment. Fans felt betrayed. Critics were merciless. The punk revolution was already making progressive rock seem outdated, and Love Beach confirmed every criticism.
Books away, crimes and crimes all.
The band dissolved shortly after, never touring behind the album. One album destroyed a decade of credibility. Number 3, The Beach Boys. Tens of millions of records sold worldwide. Pet Sounds regularly appears on greatest album lists.
You should ever leave me, the life would still go on, believe me.
Brian Wilson's harmonies influenced everyone from the Beatles to Fleet Foxes. For 3 decades, the Beach Boys represented California optimism and musical innovation. Then 1992 happened, and Summer in Paradise arrived. The album featured cheap synthesizers, dated production, and embarrassing attempts at relevance. Brian Wilson had no involvement whatsoever. Mike Love controlled creative decisions entirely. Critics demolished it. The album failed to chart on the Billboard 200 at all.
Satisfaction, you'll always be my summer season's main attraction.
It stands as perhaps the worst album ever released by a major legacy act. The Beach Boys transformed permanently from hitmakers into a pure nostalgia touring act afterward. Number 2, Chicago.
Searching for something to say.
25 or 6-4 announced their arrival with blazing horns and rock guitar. Throughout the 70s, Chicago pioneered jazz rock fusion, selling tens of millions of albums. Peter Cetera's final album with the band came in 1984, but hits like Look Away initially maintained commercial standing. Then came 21 in 1991. The album represented a band without clear identity. Sales collapsed compared to previous multi-platinum releases. 21 failed to achieve gold certification. Reprise Records dropped them entirely afterward. No singles charted meaningfully. The stadium-filling jazz rock innovators had become irrelevant overnight. Chicago continued touring on nostalgia alone. Their hit-making era conclusively finished by one forgettable album. Number 1, The Doors.
You know the day destroys the night, night divides the day.
At 27, Jim Morrison died in Paris, leaving behind one of rock's most influential catalogs. Light My Fire had defined 1967.
No time to wallow in the mire. Shine a weekend home.
L.A. Woman proved the band still had creative fire. Morrison's baritone and poetic mysticism made The Doors utterly unique. The remaining members faced an impossible choice. They decided to continue. Other voices arrived in late 1971 with Manzarek and Krieger handling vocals.
I don't know how many years
It failed to achieve gold certification. Full Circle followed in 1972 with similar results.
giving me his melodies. A bird sings outside.
Critics were respectful but honest. The Doors without Morrison simply were not The Doors. The band quietly disbanded in 1973. Some bands are defined by a single, irreplaceable voice. These albums proved The Doors were one of them.